At a young age, he was acquired by Gary Lester and found his final home with Scott. He was last campaigned by Randy Anderson. During his career, Jack would go on to qualify and run in the National 9 times, a feat that exemplifies consistency and durability. His prolific career as a stud dog matches his distinction in the field. He found himself performing against his sons and grandsons in over a third of his national appearances. Those dogs themselves would go on to find success at the National in their careers. His progeny have found countless success as Purina Award winners, champions, and national winners. He is said by some to have set the standard for which you should strive for when looking to better the breed. Not only has he produced 3 national champions and 2 Purina Award winners, he also has produced another familiar dog recognized in the Hall of Fame, Valiant. It is my privilege, on behalf of the United Kennel Club and American Field, to recognize Miller's Happy Jack in the Hall of Fame. This honor is presented to owner Scott Griffin. Scott, would you like to come up and speak a little bit about Jack? And Randy, you're also welcome to come up and speak as well.
Thank y'all very much. As our friend Delmer Smith said, without a bird, there is no need for a bird dog. I think it's ironic that these birds that we so cherish are dependent on a covey or community for basic survival. They must have each other to provide predator protection. They must have each other to provide weather protection. And they must have each other for just the basic needs of life. We as people, like the bobwhite quail, need community. And with that community, that's the story that I want to tell of Miller's Happy Jack. My grandfather died when I was 4. He was the quail hunter in our family. And I never got to experience the joy of quail hunting with him. But I love to hear my grandmother tell and share the stories of old Luke and Sam. And that was her bird dog community that she was able to share. I'd always subscribe to the field. And I would look forward to getting that field every week. And I could read the stories and see the pictures of this community. And this is the community that I became passionate about and enjoyed. So one day I was sitting in the chair reading the newest field that came out. And in the upper left corner, I'll never forget the picture, it said, "For sale, champion bird dog. Contact Randy Anderson, Veneta, Oklahoma." I thought, oh, that's my big chance. So, now that dog was a far cry from Happy Jack. That wasn't where I found Happy Jack, was on an ad in the paper. But that started a relationship, and it started a friendship with Randy, and it allowed me into this community. And I became a small part of this community through that ad. And several seasons passed, and Randy and myself had the opportunity to campaign a few dogs. And then one day I got the call. And I saw Randy's number pop up, and I was busy, so I sent it to voicemail. 4 seconds later, bing, there it was again, Randy calling again. And I thought, okay, I better go out and check this. So I stepped out, and Randy was on the phone. He said, we can buy him. We can buy Happy Jack. I thought, well, okay, go buy him. He said, do you want to know the details? And I said, no, and neither does my wife. Just make this thing happen. And so I'd seen Jack run on the prairies. I'd seen him run down at Dixie. I'd seen him in all sorts of environments. And at that time, he was the most powerful, strong, he was just different. And he was the most that I had ever seen. And he had the Miller prefix. So I'd heard about Gary Lester's miracle run of 3 championships in 10 days. I'd watched the videos of Gary, so I'm sitting at home watching videos. That tells you about my evenings. I was sitting at home watching videos, and I'd watched videos of Gary Lester win the national championship with Snow Watch. And I'd watched Mr. Farrell's videos so many times, I just sat there and watched that thing. And I dreamt of watching Mr. Farrell run Silver Bullet. I thought, well, I'd love to see Mr. Farrell run Silver Bullet. And then I'd heard about this young guy, Ike Todd, and that he had helped develop Happy Jack. And I thought, man, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to be. So I felt like with the foundation of Gary and Mr. Farrell and Ike, and behind Randy's whistle, I thought, well, we could truly make an impact here. But what I didn't realize is that the competition would only be a small part of the dream. The real dream would be the people that Jack connected me to. And because of those opportunities Jack connected me to, I had the opportunity to watch Robin and Hunter Gates win the national championship for the first time with Shadow Oak Bow. And Jack played a huge part in that win because Shadow Oak Bow had the course to himself for 2 hours and 57 minutes as we took off to the strawberry patch off the breakaway. So, people ask me a lot of times about the wins and the puppies and the champions and all of these things, and those things I cherish very much. But the things that I really cherish were the times that when Mr. Farrell came to South Carolina and we worked puppies for a week. I cherish the puppy days at Protemus. I cherish the conversation with Gary Lester about life and about bird dogs. I cherish the way Ike Todd makes life simple to a man and a dog. Harder to do than you would think. And I cherish the passion that Randy Anderson has for a bird dog. And I cherish the friendship of Derek Bonner. I cherish all of those things, and none of those things would be possible in my life without Happy Jack. So this Hall of Fame is about legacy to me. And for 5 months a year, we get to share the legacy of Miller's Happy Jack in our hunting party. We hunt, we get to explain to all of our hunting guests about the qualities and the genetic qualities of the Miller breed. We get to showcase the techniques and the results of a truly broke bird dog. We get to tell first-time hunters about Mr. Farrell's keen eye and remarkable eye for a champion. We get to talk about Ike and how the hours and hours and months of puppy development and chasing and knocking birds is the foundation of what they see today. We get to tell about Derek and Deb Bonner nurturing and imprinting these puppies literally from the minute they're born. And we get to tell why we love an old age bird dog. And that the true independent, the freakishly independent dog and the respect of the handler is the essence of our sport. And we get to tell our guest hunters about my friend from Vinita, Oklahoma, who opened my eyes to the world of bird dog field trialing and how he is a true ambassador for this sport. And without his infectious passion for a bird dog, we probably wouldn't be here hunting today. So Randy, I'm truly thankful for the friendship and for the opportunity to share the Happy Jack story with you. And lastly, I'm privileged to share the best days of my life with these dogs, chasing these birds on horseback with my friends. I've learned more about life from this covey of people than most people have the opportunity to in 3 lifetimes. So I'm very thankful for that. In life, we're presented with opportunities. Some work out, some don't. But I'm very grateful for the opportunity Mr. Farrell gave Randy and myself. We're all given opportunity, and what we do with that opportunity is up to us. So on behalf of myself and my family, we're forever grateful and thankful for the UKC and the American Field, the Bird Dog Museum, for honoring Miller's Happy Jack with the induction into this hall. And I'm also very thankful for Jack for allowing these people in my life.
Well, it was,
You want to stand here with you? You want me to sit down?
I need it. What an honor to be here. I've been blessed now to have 2 dogs go in this Hall of Fame. Really 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
But I want to thank Mr. Farrell for giving me that call and giving me the opportunity. Of course, to Scott, when I called him, took the bull by the horn and said, let's do it. Also want to thank the voters for their support. Jack was an extraordinary canine athlete with extreme endurance and independence. He won field trials with 3 different handlers: Ike Todd, Gary Lester, myself. He won in the Piney Woods of Georgia, the Mid-South Edge Country, and the vast prairies of Canada, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, the prairies of Oklahoma, and Kansas. Production records ranks to the top by producing a son and grandsons that's won the national championship, and of course Purina Award winners, Valiant being honored in the Hall of Fame also. I am very honored to have been a part of putting this great dog in the Hall of Fame with so many other dogs already in this establishment bearing the Miller prefix. Also, during the time that we campaigned Happy Jack, there was only 3 different scouts, and it was Jamie Brightwell, Rich Robertson, and Tiff. And I guess that's about it. Thank you.